Good afternoon, everyone. I am your Professor PM Arkin B. Torres, and this is eTech Empowering Technology. We're going to discuss about web evolution, about Web 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. We're going to keep it short and simple for you to easy to understand. So, WWW stands for three stages the internet has evolved. For Web 1, static web. Web 2, social web. Web 3, intelligent and decentralized web. Okay, we're going to first discuss Web 1.0. It happened during 1990s and early 2000s. It's called the read-only web. Static websites, no interaction. Limited to text and images. Examples, Yahoo, early MSN and basic blogs. So in Web 1, you can just do about like you just read it, but you can respond to it. Just one way directly interaction with it. You're just interacting with something just for Yahoo for your reading your text, emails, you're just interacting but you can reply to it. So we're going to about Web 2. What is Web 2? 2000 to 2004 and present, called the Read Write Web. Users can interact and create content. Rise of social media platforms, for example, Facebook, YouTube, and Wikipedia. When people can post about what they are thinking, information for their platforms, because this happened. It's a great thing that happened because people can express themselves in different ways through writing, videos, for posting information for research processes. So this is where people really show themselves to the world, to these kinds of applications. For Web3, for ongoing development, of course, we all know that Web3 is for the 21st century. It's called the Read Write Own Web, uses artificial intelligence, blockchain, and decentralization. Smarter search engines, AM powered. So everything is now like, the chip one? It's AI chip that's like been built by a lot of information built in one chip. Contains a lot that's powerful, guys. For examples, cryptocurrency, metaverse, and AI chatbots. We now live in the 21st century where AI is very evident and very useful for us teachers and for you students. So we must take advantage of it, but not in a bad way, in a good way that we have the advantage of the AI right now. We should empower AI in a good way, but we should not overpower AI in a bad way. For the comparisons for Web 1, static only reading. For Web 2, interactive, social media, and sharing. For Web 3, AI, blockchain, and secure ownership. So let's go there. For Web 1, repeat after me. For Web 1, you can just only read it but not interact with it. For Web 2, you can post and you can share your posts. You can comment on other people's posts. For Web 3, for AI, the development of AI for secure ownership, blockchain, that's it. If you memorize those three differences or comparisons of the webs, you can surely take that all on my exam. For conclusion, for Web 1, past, it's in the past, of course. Simple and static. For Web 2, it's the present right now. Interactive and social. For Web 3, it's our future, where it's smart, secure, and user-owned. So think about it. We live in the 21st century now that the webs are evolving and evolving. It's currently 2025. Maybe there's Web 7 when we hit two 2600s. what's gonna be. Is it gonna be AI controlling the world, AI controlling the people, or people controlling the AI? So we must remember we don't need to take advantage of AI because that's our future. It's a good investment for sure, but we don't need to take advantage and always use it. For Web2, of course, in the present, interactive and socials, we often see quite a lot of people posting online, social media platforms, sharing their posts, information, pictures, blogging what they're doing. Of course, it's very evident. And for Web1, it's still very evident in the past because a lot of companies or corporations are still using emails when they're gonna notify someone for like you got pass on this thing and this thing and this thing. So it's still very evident those three webs. So I hope you learned and I explained thoroughly the meanings of webs and comparisons and uses, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for um, watching me today. Bye.